Okay, we have Rebecca in the house. Give her a hand. Welcome to the 10K club.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So what was the biggest problem that chose you, that drove you to joining and getting the COA as a system into your business? Why did you want that?
I was looking for something like this probably 6 months, 5 or 6 months before I found it. And I was trying to do it myself
Mhm.
in, for lack of finding a good solution. I had gotten dialed in on who I wanted to work with and um, like how to create a signature program, although I see now it being in the program how I can tighten it. But the thing that I was really missing was leads. And, I had even created a webinar. Like, I feel like I had all of the working parts, but they weren't working. I had just created like my best attempt to get leads through a boosted post. And it sort of worked and fell apart. Like it never stuck. I could get people to my webinar, my live workshop, and it never hit the numbers that it needed to. And I just got tired of doing like the live launch thing over and over and over. The thing that really called out to me with COA was the simplicity, because I was everywhere all the time, like showing up on live video weekly, at least once a week, like everywhere. Everybody commented on how steady and consistent I was, but I'm not built for that. And so I was really burning out.
Mm. Looking in today's world, a lot of people think that that's like the thing that they have to do, like having an Instagram account. Like
Mhm.
most people think just having a business today is having a Instagram account or just posting means that you have a business. And obviously, business means money in, that's it really. But like, why did you believe, why, just out of curiosity, why did you believe that that was the route? Like, what had you seen that you thought, like posting all the time was the way forward?
It's a good question. I feel like I'd seen everything that said that,
Mhm.
just be consistent is like a thing that is everywhere. And
Yeah.
um, so I had one marketing coach that was instructing me to be everywhere at all times. And, a while ago, and I was just going with that, particularly on Instagram.
Mm,
And then I worked with another marketing coach, and I did learn some things there around creating a signature program. Like, I feel like that was a good structure, but the strategy was using Instagram for live launching.
mm,
And it turned my brand page into a sales page, and
mm,
it didn't work. It wasn't aligned. And I might have gotten one sale from that directly over a long period of time. The only thing that worked was my own little strategy that I like hooked together with duct tape and thumbtacks. Like, that's the only thing that worked.
mm,
I don't really feel like Instagram really, that strategy, that live launch sales strategy where you go through a thing over a period of 8 weeks or so, it never really did anything for my
mm,
page.
mm,
Maybe people were able to like go back and get some information, but I was instructed like, to use that's a system that works, but it didn't help me build any leads. It
mm,
just worked with like who was already in front of me, and maybe a few people that I added with a couple viral reels if I was lucky to get that. Right. It was not sustainable. I just
mm.
felt like I was on a hamster wheel.
Yeah, I mean, I find most of these, no disrespect to the majority of the people in the marketing space, but they only have a business helping you have a business. And the only people
Mhm.
that really are making any money from organic strategies are the people that are actually selling the organic strategies to people that think that that's the only thing that they need to know. It's a very interesting market. They've never really
Mm.
actually had a coaching business. They don't have anything else outside of that actual business. So when you really see it, most people in the marketing space only have a business helping you have a business, which is kind of weird, really, if you think about it. They don't use that skill to actually create their own business outside helping other people get a business. But look, regardless of that, what have you enjoyed the most about the system so far? I know it's still early days. Sometimes people say the ad, sometimes people say like the funnel. Sometimes people say, having the emails done for you. Sometimes people say signature program. Sometimes people say, like just the entire system. Or what would you say has been the most valuable to you so far? Whether it's the system, the support, the group, the accountability, or what would you say is the best so far? Rebecca, you still there? Oh,
Yeah, you froze.
I froze, you froze.
One of us froze. Yeah. Okay. So, what did I enjoy the most about the program? Or am I enjoying the most about the program? First of all, I want to say like what you said about having a business. You
Uh,
froze and then stopped. So where are we?
yes.
Um,
So I think what have you liked most about the system so far? I think that's where we're at.
I like how integrated it is with healing coaching, like kind of woven in with respect to the mindset piece.
Mhm.
There's a lot that I like resonate with there. I just love how it just sends you through a process. I've learned so much in such a short time. I think it was like a month yesterday or the day before, and I've already learned how to move people through a sales process that feels aligned with me and doesn't feel salesy. I've learned how to do pixels in the background and Facebook ads. Like I just feel like I've built up so many skills so quickly, because of how well you lay it out, as
Mm.
well as how incredibly rapid the support is in terms of your tech team just like getting back to us right away, like within minutes most of the time. It's kind of amazing. So I think it's just I've enjoyed how quickly I've been able to move through this stuff and get a funnel launched, just through all the skills that I'm picking up.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm super glad to hear that. Because a lot of people are scared for the technology, or like, is it gonna actually, are you gonna be trying to figure it out on your own, and is it complicated? And it's not difficult. If you're willing to, just go through the process, it's not hard stuff. Okay, that's wicked. Did you have any reservations? Were you worried about anything in particular? Were you worried about the investment?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I was worried about the investment, even though I was confident. Just there were so many testimonials, and I read them all. I like read everything with anything I invest in. I'm one of those people. And so I was hesitant just in terms of like, could I make this system work in the time that I needed it to
Mm.
work? So the biggest reservation was just the timing of the cash flow and all of that. And I hit 10K in less than a month, so it worked. But yeah, that was my biggest reservation, was just the investment. That was my only reservation, like particularly because you have a background in healing and understand, and it's clearly very heart centered, and that was really important to me. Not from like a woo, like lofty up in the air perspective, but more of just like you love what you do and it shows in what you do. And that was important to me. I was shopping around to a lot of places, and there were a lot of other options that felt very inauthentic, and like I would have to be inauthentic in order to make those systems work. And this felt like I could do it in a way that was aligned for me.
Is that because you felt like they didn't understand like coaching, or just
That's a
curious on
question.
that?
Yeah,
We
I
hear
want to
that a
like
lot.
actually answer your question. I think it was clear that they understood sales
Mm,
and that they were really good at selling
mm,
me, like selling me.
mhm,
Um, right. And whether or not they understood coaching, I think here's what it is. What was different was that I knew that I needed support. Like I
mhm,
had all of the systems and they weren't working. And the reason they weren't working was because I didn't have the support. Honestly, like I had all the pieces sort of in place, and I didn't have the expertise that I'm building now with you guys. But the piece that's been the most important for me is presence and engagement and support and feedback and dialogue. Like all of that is available here in a way that I wasn't confident would be anyplace else.
mm. I love that. Well, look, Rebecca, thank you so much, because it doesn't work without amazing people like yourself. So give yourself a hand, because like you've been super easy. The easier you are, the easier it is to grow your business. And it's a pleasure being part of your wonderful journey. So I'm excited to be part of that. Excited to hit your 10K, and then let's get your next steps really super clear.